If you're an agency or a service provider, there are more than one way to deliver your services. I think a lot of agencies get hung up on that because I'm an agency, I have to do everything done for you. So in this video, I'm going to break down the different delivery models, which you've probably heard a little bit about before, but I want to kind of talk through what they actually mean to you and what they could mean to you if you apply them to your business and how you actually currently serve your clients. Now, I'm going to start with the obvious, being done for you services. That's probably why you're watching this, you're here, and that's how you've historically always delivered your services. So fundamentally, what does done for you mean? That means delivering the service yourself or using employees and or contractors to do the work on your client's behalf to get the result that you promised. That's done for you. Another delivery model is done with you, and that's basically giving the client some of the work and doing some yourself. So you might say, hey, if you go follow this script to record a Facebook ad and then give me the video, I will create a video ad for Facebook ads, right? So agencies that I know of that do paid traffic, but they don't write the copy and they don't do the creative because they have templates and structures and frameworks that they give to their client so that they actually can do the creative piece themselves, at least 80% of it. It's not always perfect, but they can customize and tailor certain things so that they've just delegated some of the work to the client, because sometimes that's actually better than actually hiring a copywriter. And then they do what they're good at, which is assembling the ad campaigns, managing the budget, etc. When we had our automation agency, we built out webinar funnels. We didn't create the webinar. We didn't give them a framework for the webinar. They gave us the webinar. We helped them with frameworks for the sales page, for the opt-in page, for the email sequences. And then their team actually went and created the copy using our templates. And the campaigns worked amazingly, but they didn't know how to deal with the tech. So we did the implementation, we did the assembly, putting all of the pieces together, but our client actually participated in the effort because they did some of the creative elements. So that's done with you. The next one is just one-on-one consulting. Now, one-on-one consulting is really just advising the client what to do, right? So let's stick with that Facebook ads agency example. There might be, hey, as the Facebook ads agency, you help them launch and manage their ad spend, but that doesn't mean they can't pay you for consulting on, conversion rate optimization. Many agencies actually just will do some of these other things that they could be charging for free. So you might realize that, hey, we run ads for our client, again, to stick with this example, but we can actually consult you on how to optimize your entire funnel, because you have experience there. Maybe you don't build the entire funnel. Maybe your client is responsible for owning that piece because they manage the software for that. But you could then add on consulting and advise them on things that support and complement the managed service that you currently have. And that could be done in consulting. To the next delivery model, you could actually also do that in group coaching. So instead of just doing one-on-one advisory, you could actually guide a group of clients together. So say, again, to stick with the Facebook ads agency example, maybe you work with creators who are selling courses and you help launch Facebook ad campaigns to sell their course. Well, maybe you have a specific campaign that every single one of your clients runs that you manage, that you can then teach other creators how to deploy themselves. Teach them what's involved in it. Then you can have small group calls answering questions collectively around deploying that specific methodology. This would be a great offer for someone who maybe works with high tier, high caliber creators, but doesn't have the bandwidth to serve, say, the up and coming creators, but those same creators might need to get started. So what's the getting started with Facebook ads for creators offer look like that you could easily teach people how to do in a group and keep your high-priced done-for-you services for that higher caliber client? That's an example. The second to last one is just a DIY online course. So just instead of that group example of, taking them through the setup of that, maybe you educate the up-and-comers on how to do it themselves, and there's no coaching, there's no support. It's fully self-serve, on-demand educational course that you can help with. Now, in one of my more recent videos, which I'll link up in the description below, I talked about the 3 different income streams that you should have as a marketing agency or consultant this year and beyond. And one of those is knowledge products. Now, it's not the first one that I always recommend rolling out. I think you should have your core offer dialed in and then some of the small group leverage stuff because it's going to be more sustainable, more profitable. But somewhere down the road, you have the ability if you want, to make money from products. You might know that there's a dozen frameworks for ad copy and or ad structures that work really well to sell courses that are under $1,000. You could sell a $500 course or a $150 course teaching those 12 frameworks or those 5 go-to frameworks that every creator should be using and have that as an income stream. Now, the last one then is truly a digital product, which to me, the difference between a DIY course and a digital product is how can you maybe take assets that you've already designed, maybe that you use yourself inside of your done for you service, or maybe as a part of one of those group offerings and sell it as a tool for your client. Maybe it's a calculator that you've created. Maybe it's a library of swipe files that is ongoing and people pay $9 a month for that. And all you do is keep updating it with ads that you know are performing. Again, to stick with that example. A digital product could also be a book. Now, the way you deliver a digital product obviously is a lot different than the way you deliver a service. Like you can just have someone give you money and you give them the book and that's the exchange. Now they just have either the PDF of the book, the Kindle version, or maybe it's a physical book if we're talking about physical products. But a digital product is a delivery model, a delivery method in and of itself. So inside of your agency, inside of your consultancy, you do not have to only deliver results via a done-for-you service. There are other delivery models in addition to done-for-you service. As a quick recap, we obviously have your done-for-you service, which you know. So that's the first one. You have your done-with-you delivery. You have your one-on-one consulting. You have group consulting or coaching. You have a DIY course. And you have the sixth, which is a digital product. Now, the reality is you have knowledge, expertise, and skills that can be delivered in a variety of these ways. And I'm just here to tell you that you are not bound to always having to be the labor, to always having to be the person who does the work. You will find a lot of opportunity, growth, scalability, margin in looking at ways you can deliver results via some of these other models and methods. And that, my friend, is what's going to allow you to have really high income, high revenue while still keeping your team lean and mean. Hope this found you well. Which of the delivery models are you looking to utilize inside of your agency next? Leave it in the comments below and I'll see you there.